Ladies and gentlemen, we got one. Oh, we got one. Anybody who's playing Throne of Liberty, anybody playing TNL, anybody playing this MMO game called Throne of Liberty, please put your controller down, enjoy what I'm going to show y'all. Based on what this guy said, you guys could pause and read. If you already have, congratulations. You know the whole thing, right? Or you probably just skip through the video. But anyway, look at it. Look at the comment right here. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is, look at the video clip. I'm going to show you why I explain and cook this. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down to leaving a dungeon in Throne Liberty, you don't get punished. You don't. You can leave the dungeon however you want. You don't get punished. You don't get Xerna penalties, right? Including when people are trying to learn a fight or have an understanding of fights. The one thing I want to make in addition to the video before is that some players can get carried through a dungeon by them dying and 5 other players just finish the fight for them. But the thing is, they're not going to understand anything. But then you're going to tell me to teach them, but the thing is, they already did out the dungeon. They got the loot and they go. Okay? Nobody's not going to stay around at all. The game doesn't let you stay around at all without a team. Okay? In a dungeon. They will literally close the dungeon on you instantly. And they will make you teleport back forcefully too, where you get expelled as well. So, let's go ahead and make an addition to that, right? Players are getting expelled for dumb reasons, okay? So teaching players while they're getting expelled is like literally asking somebody to go to the office because the principal wants them, but you ask me to teach them. That makes no sense. And I'm glad someone like you exists, and I'm glad someone like you just like to look at somebody's issue and try to turn it into an issue again. Someone like you who like drama, I want to make sure that every single one of y'all understand that this person is a dramatic person who not only doesn't understand the video, but wants to chime in on the wagon, who wants to chime in on the chaos that already has been put into Throne of Liberty by players. Let's say players who gatekeep gear in open world dungeons, right? Like the Shadow Crypt, they gatekeep. They also gatekeep Silius Abyss, right? Or Silas Abyss, what I call it, right? And they also gatekeep other bosses that basically requires rain, or they basically gatekeep, just strips gatekeeping, okay? Nothing more, nothing less, it's just gatekeeping. So there's an issue right there as well. But the thing is, they're going to fix the gatekeeping issue, which is why I'm not talking about it, which is why I'm not posting nothing about it, which is why I'm going to keep this a secret until they come out with the update, okay? But the one thing that will probably be forever an issue is that people are leaving the dungeon when people are trying to learn. When someone's trying to teach, it's always that one person that wants an early pull. So, I want to let you guys know that let's go ahead and go back to these 2 people, right? The first guy that tagged me in the video talked about how I didn't want to teach them, right? And the funny part is the thumbnail was the killer part. They want to talk about how I basically said don't join a dungeon if you're not going to look up a guide. Which the funny part is, that's not the whole point of the video. So now I know that these people are having a lot of misunderstandings. And the thing is, I'm not going to check them. Because the thing is, they're going to tell me that they fully understand the video, right? But the problem is, they're not going to check again and see if they really understand the video or what it was really about. I mostly talk about people leaving the dungeon and straight up have attitude and expelling other people from dungeon for no reason, and what they were doing was basically making people dip out of dungeon out of no reason, right? Me teaching somebody is a whole different issue. It's a whole different issue. right? It's not really an issue that I really was talking about in the first place. The reason why I said go ahead and look up a guide is to make sure that your sanity level stays normal whenever you go into it. Of course, you're going to make a mistake. I didn't ask you to be a perfect robot. I didn't ask you to be a perfect bot to know a mechanic. I asked you specifically as a person to just be prepared, because when people like this exist, you're going to feel hurt. And I'm not trying to make sure you get hurt. You just want to be hurt, and you just want to complain. So when you type out a 3-paragraph comment like that, it makes me feel like I should probably just tell you the way how you is. I already know you are one of the most biggest complainers in history in Throne Liberty. And honestly, I don't like saying that to somebody who's a new person in my channel, but I'm just going to have to say it the way how it is, because it's the truth. You want to sit there and make an accusation how I don't help people, but yet you don't want to look at the clip right here, right in front of you? I mean, continue to be difficult, because that's how life is going to be for you. And for anybody else who want to hop on the toxic wagon, or what I call it, the accusation trail, right? Or the correction trail, the people who want to be corrected, go right ahead and open yourself up to this video and go ahead and post around. Because let me tell you guys something. You're not going to sit here and test me with that 3-paragraph telling me I don't teach people, where I sit there and type out on a PlayStation controller, including when they change the way how you type it out now. It's kind of weird, and it barely works on my keyboard that I have hooked up on my PS5, by the way. And what else? Oh, that's it. Because you know why? Because I got nothing else to say to you. Also, while I was teaching people, they kept early pulling the boss, by the way. And I want to let you know that as a person entirely, that every single time I try to teach, they pull the boss. But, you know, you could have been an observative person. You know, actually, I think I'm going to blame you for this part. You're not an observative person as I thought you was. Because normally, as a person who's supposed to observe everything, you're supposed to check the comments and see if anybody else has this type of issue, or anybody want to chime in with you, who has same issue as you, or same problem or concern as you, right? It seems that you didn't care to check the comments, because there were some people who got kicked out of dungeon for teaching. There's people out there who know that these type of people was expelling other people for no reason, right? There were bots. I basically got rid of a bot. So I basically try to, you know, help people get a better experience by telling them, like, you know, try to do this if you want. I told you, as a person, you got your own, this is your own gameplay. You could choose to do whatever you want, right? But sitting here telling me I should mind business, but at the same time telling me that I should teach people, can't mix. You can't mix those type of things. Me mind business and not teaching should not mix. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Anybody who want to be like that guy, I always got proof for you, baby. And if you think I'm toxic, keep thinking that, because I want you to have solid proof when you come to me next time with something like that. Later, y'all.